call the morning steam. Call the morning steam. It's time to break one for cover. That's gonna cover. That's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice or might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
All right, there we are. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your patience this morning. Appreciate you joining me here on the Morning Steam. There we go. All right, we're popping off here. Hey, a pleasant good morning to you from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam Show here for Monday, August 18th. A late start here today. Just a little bit of technical difficulties here. I'm trying to get everything situated here right now to get ready for the show. Really appreciate you joining me here on the Morning Steam. But say hello to everybody and get rolling here. There's Nuke joining us today. Like this video, subscribe to our channel. Sports Money here on YouTube. Robert McCormick is here today. I'm here today, getting a late start here this morning. Twisted in there with us, Nuke as well. Thank you, everybody, for your patience this morning. There's Jimmy as well. I am Destro here, all right. Yeah, a little bit tardy here for sure. Jimbo there, Cash Kane as well. Early baseball action including there's Mikey. Thank you, Mike, for holding out for me here. And you hear everything kind of going off here right now. So really appreciate you joining me here on the show. And we'll get the recap started in our previews. We just had Major League Baseball today with a pretty full slate on a Monday. And Monday Night Football tonight should be pretty awesome. We've got Cincinnati and Washington tonight. Stop Geo is here. Irish King. And I think I caught up here Cactus Black, a new poster here as well. RBM Swerve and 9 Legacy. All right. There we go. All right, take a look at some of the action here from yesterday and recap the Sunday action. Hope you guys had a pretty outstanding day here. Take a look at some of the winners we had from yesterday. Started off with the winner in the game between Philadelphia and Washington yesterday. We did have the winner over the Cover the Spread show yesterday. That was my winner with Philadelphia and Washington. We did have the over in that game on Sunday with Nola making the comeback. Didn't look very good there, did he? In his comeback, got beat up pretty good, but Philadelphia is still able to come back and get that win yesterday, 11-9, in a little bit of a wild one for sure. As Alex Baum hit that 3-run home run yesterday for the Phillies in that wild game. We had a premium pick winner with Miami and Boston game to go under, stayed under yesterday as Miami picks up the win with Junk, kind of won it late there and grabbed that 5-3 victory. Marcy, 2-run home run in that one. We had on the show here Texas with Nathan Eovaldi yesterday. They got that win, man, 10-4. Got a little wild there with a pretty high score. Rangers blasted 4 home runs, and Texas is in a bit of a rut, but they were able to get the win there, 10-4 yesterday to get things rolling again. Toronto took a loss there yesterday, but still a pretty good run here at this time. Also, we had here on the show yesterday, Milwaukee and Cincinnati game to go under in that 3-2 win by Cincinnati and Abbott. there yesterday. Pretty good start there. And Milwaukee had that winning streak come to an end yesterday in the late push there. But what a job the Brewers have done as they snapped their 14-game winning streak. Cincinnati did it there, and the Brewers could win them all, but man, they were winning there late. But Cincinnati gets the walk-off win yesterday in that one. Hey, we had yesterday the winner with Atlanta on the road, with Fetty getting the win as the Braves knocked off the Guardians yesterday. Jurickson Profar 2-run home run. We also had here on the show, or a premium pick winner, sports money premium with the White Sox in Kansas City. We did have that game to go under yesterday, and we had Kansas City to roll there on the show on the run line yesterday. Jonathan India, 2-run home run. Adam Frazier, hey, you still around, Frazier? And he had a 2-run shot as well. All right. Also, yesterday in that game between, let me take a look here and make sure I got it right. Yankees, we had them here on the show yesterday in the 8-4 win. We said take the Yankees yesterday. They win it, and bad defense there by the Cardinals, a couple of errors there. We also had the over as our premium pick yesterday with the win club as the Yankees won it 8-4. Also, we had a winner here on the show yesterday with Colorado with Senzatella. They're getting the win. Oh no, you know what? We had them on the run line. They got the win. We had them on the run line there, and we also had the under yesterday with Arizona and Colorado 6-5. Colorado got the win over the Diamondbacks. Mickey Moniak, my guy, with the 2-run single in that one. And then late night, I could not find a winner, so I decided I probably wasn't going to do the show today. A little bit on tilt there last night for sure. All right, WNBA action last night. We definitely had some winners here on the show yesterday, didn't we? Man, did we win them all or what? I don't think we did. We did have Connecticut in the first half yesterday here on the show against the Fever. Yesterday, we said take them in the first half, and that was a good thing because they did indeed do it, as Connecticut yesterday got the cover, maybe. It might have been right on the money, actually. I think it landed 6. Indiana won by 6 in a 99-93 win there. So it was a 6-point game for sure, but it went overtime. We were in there, but game went overtime there. And the Fever, important win there yesterday. They were ticketed for a loss for sure late and ended up being able to pull that off. So LA and Washington, we did have the winner here on the show there with the first half over in that one. Washington ended up winning the game and beating up on the Sparks. We did have a high roller winner on that one with the Mystics in the 95-86 victory over the Sparks. We had a winner here on the show yesterday with Las Vegas over in the first half in that game against Dallas, and a pretty high-scoring game, but we went over in the first half yesterday for another winner here on the show. I also had that winner on the over on the Cover the Spread show. In the WNBA 2-3 zone show, we said go over in that one also. Phoenix and Seattle, premium winner in that one yesterday with the over in the 85-82 win for Phoenix on the road. A big win for them to improve to 20-13. Seattle, another loss for the Storm. They've really been collapsing here, and they're trying to hang on to that playoff spot. And then late night, Atlanta over Golden State in the 79-63. Atlanta crushed there. NFL action, we did have a winner here with our free pick over there on the win club with the Jaguars and the Saints game to go under. Also had a super high roller winner with the Bears last night in the victory 38-0 over the Bills. We said in the write-up they would harass the Bills in this one, and certainly they did. All right. Appreciate you joining me here on the show. We'll get rolling with the previous day. We're just going to do the baseball. We're going to do the one game from the NFL, and that's it. What else can we talk about here today on the show? All right. Hey, everyone, you can get more picks from me every day over at winnable.com/Ramon. Pick up my best plays every day here with the Win Club. Mikey's in, Jeff is in, you're in when you join us over at winnable.com/Ramon. Get my best plays every day sent directly to your phone when you use the promo code STEAM. Click the QR code up here in the upper left-hand corner, and you can go right to my homepage and get signed up. You can get free picks from me there every day just to get started and see how it works. And then if you want, you can join me here with the Win Club. Hey, you can also sign up or at least comment in the chat today. And when you do that, you'll be eligible for the free picks tonight at the end of the show. All right, let me make sure I got the there we go. Let me run the commercial here from Mikey, and then we'll get started.
It's your boy, Mikey Money. I'm inviting you to join the Sports Money crew on Winnable. Get all of our premium best bet selections.
For a low monthly cost, you get the very best bets delivered instantly to your phone by text the moment they're locked in. No delays, no missed lines, just the smartest plays at the best odds.
We do the work, you get the plays sent straight to your phone right when you need them.
Don't wait, don't guess, don't miss the line. Join the winning team today and start cashing tickets with Winnable.
Thank you, Mike. And get signed up over at winnable.com. Let's say thank you to the top posters today. Nuke Twisted is in there as top poster today so far. Cactus Black as well. Cash Kane, Stop Chio, Irish King, RBM, Terrell, D Money, and Trevor is in there as well. All right. Let's see. Terrell in there. He cashed on that total. And Irish King as well. Thank you. There's D Money. All right. Let's get it started here with the action today and take a look at our first matchup. We did have the one-day game today in the major leagues, and it's going to be those Brewers are back at it. Let's see if they can turn things around with this terrible losing streak that they're on of one game. They're taking on the Cubs today with Horton. And you have the Cubs favored in this one, minus $1.25 right now. And the total here, we're going to call it $1. Let me update it here. Let's call it $1.20. And the total, 8. Let's call it 8. See, the sharp books are kind of on the over. And then trailing books are, I'm going to call it 8. I'm going to call it 8. Gosh. Got some discrepancy here on this game. Let's see here. I'm seeing some 8.5s, but I'm going to say it's mostly 8. You guys see any 8.5s under out there for the Cubs here and Horton? Man, these Brewers, huh? Oops, uh-oh. All right, there we go. All right. For Horton here, a 7-3 mark, 3.07 ERA, 1.17 WHIP, 235 batting average against. For Peralta, he's 14-5 coming in, 2.9 ERA, 1.1 WHIP, 205 batting average against, and a 256 BABIP coming into this one. Get your plays ready in the chat, and then I'll come at you as well. For the Brewers, now they still have won 14 of their last 15, 9 of their last 10 on the road. Milwaukee's gone over in 4 of their last 5. Cubs are under in 6 of their last 7 games, as well as 5 of their last 6 at home, going under. 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone over. 5 of the last 6 between the two have gone under here in Chicago. So let's see what you got now. This is a day-night doubleheader today for Milwaukee and the Cubs. A little bit of a makeup here, I believe. Let's see what you guys have in the chat. We're ready to go here. Milwaukee and Cubs, game 1 of the doubleheader. All right. And it looks like Cubs here for Nuke in this one. Look, it's going to be hard to duplicate, although, Milwaukee has had 2 long winning streaks this season. Cubs team total over here for 9 legacy. And Twisted said Horton's looking good here. Nuke says that money's coming in maybe on the Brewers here. And Justin's here this morning. Good morning to Justin. Make sure you join us. We have a big WNBA card on Tuesday, so we'll have 2-3 zone tonight. There's Justin also with the Cubs. And Robert McCormick on the Cubs. PCA prop here from Justin today. All right, I'll make my call on this one here for sure with the daytime action here. I know, man, it's going to be hard wanting to back the Brewers here. You guys are pretty much solid on the Cubs today. I've got to agree here. Man, the Brewers, you kind of want to think that it might be a bit of a public trend here to go with the Cubs, actually. I think you guys, I don't know. I'm not saying the chat's wrong. I'm not saying we don't know who's going to win this game, but look, these guys are talking to everybody. It seems to be talking Cubs there. I almost want to be a little contrarian. I kind of agree with everybody here, actually, on the Cubs today. All right, let's do it. Let's take the Cubs, but man, maybe this is a spot where you're supposed to take the Brewers. I didn't know you guys were going to be all hot and bothered with Horton here, but look, he's obviously been pretty solid so far, but look, Peralta's done the job, man. The Brewer, he's got a strong record here for sure. All right, I'm with you guys. Let's take the Cubs. Cubs will be ready, Bobby Mack says. And Fernando needs to see that lineup first. He said Brewers money line, but he's going to wait on the lineups here to see who's actually in or out. I think maybe if you're looking at that, I mean, there's really only one player I think that we're expecting some news on, and that would be Isaac Collins. Obviously, he's a pretty good player. So, all right, and Jimmy's on the Brewers here today. All right. Yeah, Jimmy's on him at least. All right, next up, got the Cards on the road with, this is a good one too, right here with the Cardinals on the road with Liberatore taking on Yuri Perez and the Marlins. Perez has been, he's been tailing off here a little bit, it feels like, of late, but still going to be favored at this time. The Marlins are still playing pretty well, but for Liberatore here, let's see what the current number is right now. 140, maybe one. Yeah, let's call it 140, I think, right now for the Marlins. There we go. And the total here is down to 7.5 here today. For Yuri Perez, Perez comes. Let me cover Liberatore here first. Oops, man, it's having a little bit of a. There we go. All right, Liberatore 4.08 ERA, 6-10 record coming in, 1.29 WHIP, 267 batting average against, a 305 BABIP for Perez. Still 5-3, 3.58 ERA, 0.97 WHIP, 182 batting average against. A lot of people giving up on Perez though right now. And maybe he is tailing a little bit. I mean, he had an injury to work off here, but 216 BABIP. It's been real solid, really, for Uri. St. Louis is in a bit of a funk here with a 5-game losing streak right now, but Miami's lost 7 of their last 9 games coming in to this one. But Miami's won 6 of the last 8 meetings between these two teams. St. Louis is just 5-13 on the road in their last 18. They've also dropped 4 of their last 5 to Miami. They've also lost 6 of their last 8 games here when playing in Miami. Miami's gone over in 5 of their last 6 games at home. See what you have in this one with St. Louis and Miami today. And that total's dropped for sure down to 7.5 here right now. Let me see here on the old Steam report. Yeah. Not necessarily steamy in here, but down to 7.5 for sure for the most part across the board. All right, I'll get your plays here in this one. Maybe it's shaded to the over there a little bit, but seems like it's gone down here. Hey, make sure you're checking me out over on the Cover the Spread show. I covered this game there, so get another pick from me. Check it out on Cover the Spread here on YouTube. I'm joined by Rod Zawacki, Al Ninos. We take a look at 3 baseball games every day. Check it out on YouTube. All right, but for me in this one, I'm going to look to the side here. And, hey, look, I don't mind the Marlins, but as a favorite like this against the Cardinal team, I know the Cardinals are slumping here, but let's see what happens in Game 1 of the series. I'm not sure that I want to be laying too much here, but, man, let me go to the chat. All right. There we go. Justin does like Uri here. 9 Legacy says Cardinals on the money line. I'm probably gonna take the Cardinals. I know the Sharps are gonna still lay it, I think. Irish King says St. Louis for sure. Peralta's the man who is Irish King's call there. Probably should be closer there. Nuke says Liberatore hasn't been getting it done here so far. Good morning to Kelly. Robert does like the over here in this one. And Miami, a good money line team, Kelly says. Jimmy wants the under here. And Twisted says they both get hit up here today. And Aubrey, here maybe a close friend of Patrick, likes Uri here. And Robot Glock liking the under. All right. Appreciate all the picks here from you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and take the Cardinals here on the road. Give me St. Louis today. A little bit of plus money to snap that losing streak. All right. Next up, Houston Astros on the road, taking on the Tigers here. We got Spencer Arrighetti on the mound, trying to get back into form here a little bit. He's up against the Tigers and Flaherty in this one. And got Tigers here. They're $1, man. They're up to $1.55. Not much faith from odds makers here with Arrighetti right now to see the Astros here in the battle of 2 first place teams. The Tigers are $1.55 in this one. Well, that's tough to swallow, but the Astros have had some road woes for sure. But and Arrighetti probably trying to, he's trying to get going here. So, let's see what we got. Arrighetti 6.38 ERA. I mean, we can't talk you into it there that necessarily, but a 1.4 WHIP, 232 batting average against, and a 260 BABIP. for Flaherty here. He's 6-12, and the Tigers are 7-17 with him. He's been the weak link here for a team that's 20 games over 500 so far this season. 4.76 ERA, 1.3 WHIP, 238 batting average against. I mean, Detroit may be in the better spot, but this price is pretty wild. But let's see what you got here. Let's go to the chat in this one. And man, it's gone up for sure. I thought this game would be a little bit closer to a $1.25, $1.30, and now it's gone kind of a little bit through the roof. Let's see what you got here. All right, Justin likes the over in this one. And Riley Green, he's got over on his bases. Riley Green he's got some numbers. I think he's taken Flaherty deep a couple of times, if I'm not mistaken. 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. Guess he'll hit a home run. Cash Kane, Astros run line. Robot Glock says Flaherty's been awful. Flaherty's garbage. Here, Gorky's in the tennis today. He likes Carlos Alcaraz here in the early action. Thank you, Gorky. Cash King says, almost makes me want to take the Astros, right? Robot Glock, first 5 over here. 9 Legacy Astros money line. I'll probably just look to the total. And, look, these two pitchers definitely have some, pretty high numbers here. All right, I'll have to make my call. Astros for Nuke. He says he got to go with this price a little bit. We won't stop us here today. Kelly says those Astros are struggling here right now, no doubt about it. But Detroit has won 4 of their last 5 games right now and gone over in 5 straight at home. 4 of the last 5 between the two have gone over when meeting here in Detroit. Houston's gone over in 9 of their last 12, including 5 of their last 6 on the road. All right. Robot Glock says that line will probably come down. Gorky wants the Bengals to lay it with the Bengals here today. Likes the Bengals on the road against Washington. Let's see. Irish King says both teams will score 4 runs. Cash Kane likes the over in the football game. Jimbo's on the Astros. Aubrey, maybe with Eric Getty here. Want to say hello to Frank Lucas. He likes Tigers team total over. Mariners team total over. And Twisted likes the over here in this one. All right, I'll take the over here. Let me make sure. I think we're dealing with a little bit higher number than what I have on the graphic here. And no, it's 8.5 flat. All right. I'll take the over.
Steam play.
Hey, we got the first steam call of the day here coming in, and it's on the Dodgers today on the road. That means the Dodgers. Dodgers are going to be going up today. They could be getting up to 300 here. It looks like they already are. DraftKings 305 right now. Steam on the Dodgers today in their game against Colorado. They're hot. After sweeping my Padre, you notice how we skipped the Padre game in the, I know, Abel's not here, so, or at least I don't know if he's not commenting yet. But, we kind of skipped that one in the intro, didn't we? I don't want to talk about the Padres this weekend. They took the lead, and then by the end of the weekend, they were not in the lead anymore. Oh, well. All right, next up. The Jays are on the road. It's Paul Skeens Day, apparently. And it's Gausman Day as the Blue Jays here in Pittsburgh with Gausman, a bit of an underdog here right now. Skeens is going to be the favorite. Talk about the different roles that you can find Paul Skeens in here, and he is $1.15. He's going to be a Slight favorite today, total 7 under 20. So we're dealing with a real tight number here, expecting that low score. 7 under here right now. Hard to disagree, but not much room for error. All right. For Gausman here, he's 8-9 with a 3.79 ERA, 105 WHIP, 210 batting average against, 245 BABIP. For Paul Skeens, comes in here with a 7-9 record, 2.13 ERA, 0.96 WHIP, 197 batting average against, 276 BABIP. So strong numbers, of course. Toronto's won 5 of their last 7 games overall. We saw them kind of beat up on Pittsburgh. They've won 10 of the last 11 games against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's lost 7 of their last 8, and they're 2-4 in their last 6 at home. They've dropped 7 straight at home against the Blue Jays here. So Blue Jays have their number actually coming into this series. So can they beat Skeens? Can they keep it going here right now with Toronto? Obviously the better team, I guess, at this point, right? But got to beat Paul Skeens. So let's see how the chat has it in this one. See how you have the game tonight. Here we go. A lot of comments here for sure. I might have missed some there. I see Jimmy wants some chicken fried rice back there. Okay. Hey everyone, like this video, subscribe to our channel, Sports Money, here on YouTube. All right, Arrighetti under in his outs prop. Irish King like that home run last night. Did you guys like the game there from Pennsylvania with the 2,500 fans? Look, it's a cool event, but man, you could hear a pin drop sometimes, right? The kids, I don't know, you'd think they'd be yelling and screaming, but maybe it's too late for the game, and kind of an awkward atmosphere too. There's definitely no home field or anything like that, even though they're I don't know, who are they rooting for? Cash Kane is on the Blue Jays here. Twisted likes the Jays. Cash Kane says they'll get hit. Justin likes the Blue Jays. So does Nuke. And Aubrey says if you take Gausman on the road, do you take him at home? Skeen says go over here. And Trevor, Blue Jays on the money line. Lots of Blue Jays support here. Robot Glock, first 5 under. Under for Aubrey. Good to have Aubrey here. Blue Jays run line for Cash Kane. Fernando's on the Bucks. And Irish King says, you got to roll with the Jays. I mean, they just dominate this Pittsburgh team no matter where they play, right? Yeah, it does feel like that for sure. And why wouldn't you take them here when they just roll these guys pretty much every time? I got to go over in this one with Toronto and Pittsburgh. All right. And next up, got the Mariners here on the road, taking on the Phillies. Logan Gilbert on the mound here for the Mariners. It's Mr. Ranger, sir. Suarez for the Phillies. Suarez, I think he's a favorite here at 115 right now, and the total 7.5. Maybe shaded to the over right now. Starting to see some 8s at some of the sharp books too. In fact, we better call it 8 under 15. It feels like. Let me update that and get it going here. There we go. All right, in this one, let's see what you guys have. Gilbert, 3-4 record, 17 starts, 3.31 ERA, 0.98 WHIP. 269 batting average against. For Suarez here, he's 8-6 with a 3.28 ERA, 1.2 WHIP, 247 batting average against. The Phillies here have lost 4 of their last 6, but they've won 6 of their last 9 at home. Seattle's dropped 4 of 5 there following the Little League Classic game there last night. Man, did I ever whiff on that game. We did have the under here on the show yesterday and went over there in the 7-3 final there for the Mets, getting a big win. All right. Seattle has gone under in 8 of their last 10 on the road. Philadelphia has gone under in 7 of their last 9 games coming into this one. Let's see what you guys have here with the Mariners here on the road taking on the Phils tonight. Mariners, look, it's not a big trip there, obviously, from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. So I wouldn't worry about the Monday night hangover there. Or, they had to, the Monday night get out of town game. Well, they had to go to Philadelphia, and I guess it was a night game. I know that everyone loves that angle. Let's see how you guys have it today. I don't think it's going to bother the Mariners here, but let's see here from the chat. It's going to be Cash Kane. He's on the Mariners today on the money line. And Irish King says Phillies first 5 today. Phillies for Nuke. Robot Glock, Phillies first 5 run line. Gilbert, a little bit shaky on the road here. All right, that might be it from the chat. All Stars. There's 9 Legacy, says Phillies on the money line here. All right. And Robert's on the Phils as well. A lot of Phillies support here. I'm going under in this one with Gilbert and Suarez. Give me the under as my play in this one. All right, next up. Next up, we have the Orioles on the road with Rogers here. He's up against the Red Sox. Oops. And Suarez here with Baltimore actually coming in here. No, Suarez is the favorite here. Let's see. Not Suarez, you guys. Dustin May. Let me fix that. I think I just copy and pasted Ranger Suarez there on the graphic. 120, 8.5 under 20 for Dustin May at home here. Sorry about that, gang. I had the graphic wrong. There we go. All right, for the Red Sox here and Dustin May. Look, they're only $1.20, I say right now, but there we go. Rogers comes in here with these great numbers right now. Big time effort so far with a 5-2 record in 11 starts. 1.43 ERA, 0.8 WHIP, 167 batting average against. He's been terrific. For May, he is 7-8 in 20 starts, 4.67 ERA, 1.34 WHIP, 248 batting average against. But you got to beat Rogers here, man, who feels like a new beginning. Here comes some of the plays from the chat. Let's see what you got here. There was Robert on the Phillies there from that last game. Jimmy was on Seattle. Thanks, guys. Did I miss all these here? Jim on the Phillies. Kelly on the Phillies. Nuke says Mariners have cooled off here. Sports Money's ready to go. SF Niners chiming in today. And 9 Legacy. Red Sox money line. SF Niner says I can get it today. Not if we have the problems we had this morning here. Okay, Twisted says Rogers has been strong, but maybe new life there in Boston. Not to say, when you go from one contender to a marginal contender. I don't mean marginal necessarily in terms of, this American League race. I mean, they're certainly mixed in the wild card mix. Boston, you figure with the Blue Jays having that, comfortable lead, and then you got the wild card, Boston, Seattle, and the Yankees. They're really kind of settled in there for sure. Yeah, there's some jostling, maybe Houston there with the lead over Tech. We'll see what happens this week when they're playing a good, tough team. But look, with Boston, with Seattle, with the Yankees situated in the wild card, Cleveland's 3.5 back. So it's going to take some work for some of those teams. I don't know if we have our 6 teams. Still got a month and a half left here, pretty much. Okay, Twisted says take the O's. Robert McCormick on the O's. A lot of support for the O's for sure. Sox need to win after that game yesterday. Jimmy on the Red Sox money line. Justin likes Orioles first 5. And thank you to Sports Money. We do have our Contender Series preview up there. The action tomorrow from the Apex. But you can check that out under the videos tab. Also today at we're going to have VB MMA picks. It may be on tape delay today. We couldn't get the guest at a good time, so we might have to tape the show. And it'll be up tonight for sure. SF Niners, Tigers, Phillies, and Angels. All right, I better make my call here. I'm on the Orioles here with Rogers. Give me the O's. All right, next up, White Sox on the road here with Gomez taking on the Braves and Strider. Well, hey, the Braves shown some life here. Give them some credit, but too late for the Braves still. They'll be a big favorite here with Strider. And, I'm not saying that we're disappointed in Strider, but doesn't feel like he's not necessarily got his groove on yet. 5-10 record, 4.69 ERA. Just hasn't been going here for Strider. 1.35 whip, 251 batting average against, a 312 BABIP. For Gomez here, just one start. He's an opener pretty much. 5.56 ERA, 13 games, 241 batting average against here for the White Sox. They've lost 11 of their last 13. Braves have won 5 in a row, 4 of their last 5 at home. Playing pretty strong here right now. And, hey, even the bats are clicking a little bit. So, it has won 7 of their last 9 at home against the White Sox. They've also gone under in 5 of their last 7, in 5 of those games, as a matter of fact. White Sox have dropped 7 straight on the road, although interestingly, they have defeated the Braves in 4 of the last 5 meetings between the two. White Sox have gone under in 5 of their last 6. But I don't know, the Braves are playing pretty well, and I'm going to go ahead and take them on the run line here with Strider today. Big price, but I'll go ahead and lay the run line here with the Braves. Cash King's on the Braves money line. He also likes the over here. SF Niner White Sox team total over. Irish King says lay 2.5. Gorky took the Brewers minus 1.5. Irish King first 5. Minus 1.5 and team total over. Justin likes the Braves run line as well, says Michael Harris to go over in his total basis. Fernando's on the over. 9 Legacy says Braves run line and the team total over. Gorky likes a parlay today with the Tigers and the Dodgers to win on the money line. A little parlay action. All right, I'll take the Braves here on the run line. Next up, the Rangers are on the road with Jack Leiter. He's taking on the Royals and Michael Wacha. All right, Wacha favorite here. About $1.30 right now. $1.20. Let me see what we got. I'm going to call it $1.30. Total 9.5 under at minus 120 in this one. Let's see what you got here in the chat, and we'll take the Rangers on the road here. Or not, I'm not taking them right now. I'm just going over some of the numbers here in this one. For Jack Leiter, he's 7-6 with a 3.94 ERA, 1.34 WHIP, 220 batting average against, and a 260 BABIP. For Waka, 7-9 with a 3.35 ERA, 1.15 WHIP, 235 batting average against. Texas comes in having lost 8 of their last 10 games coming in. Kansas City, meanwhile, has won 7 of their last 8 games at home. Texas has gone over in 5 of their last 6. They've gone over in 5 straight on the road. Royals have dropped 5 of their last 6 against Texas at home, but Royals are in this good groove right now. And it's now or never right now. Come on, Royals, you're 4 games back. Texas is 5.5 back of the wild card. So Royals, with this 3-game winning streak, if they can keep it going here against the Rangers, let's see what you have in the chat today. In this one, important series for one of these two teams, it feels like. All right, here we go with the chat all-stars. And it's going to be, oh, look, SF Niner's got a prop there. Oh, Robert was on the Braves. Irish King, he's on Texas here. Trevor says go over. Royals money line and under for Cash Kane. Twisted is on Texas money line. SF Niner likes the Rangers, but Jim Deweiger likes Kansas City. Robert likes the Royals, and I don't know what SF Niner. I think that means Leiter gets lit up. I think that's what that means. All right, I'll make the call here in this one. I'm going to go over with Texas and Kansas City today. Kelly says a big underlean in this series. I spoke too soon. I'm going to go over today with Texas and Kansas City. Justin says he's got the Rangers today, and Trevor says he was on the over with Atlanta, but the Royals game he's going under. Justin's on Seager here in his total bases in this one. All right, now this is game 2 of the doubleheader with Milwaukee. Chad Patrick on the road here for the Brewers up against Jamison Tyone and the Cubs. So a day-night doubleheader today. For sure, there's a break in between the 2 games, a longer break, and the total 9 under 15, I believe, here. Let me take a look at the current line here. And again, kind of a doubleheader, so some books don't even have the pitchers listed yet, but I think it's 125 and 9. Yeah, I think that's the closest line here coming into the game. So, okay, I know a lot we'll want to wait until the first game is over, but we're going to make we got to make a pick here. That's what we do. Make sure I have this pitching matchup right, though. All right, I do think that is the matchup. Let me just... Pardon me on this one. I have these 2 pitchers listed. What do you guys have here? Yeah, I think this is going to be okay. All right, let's just talk about it from the perspective of a second game of a doubleheader. For Chad Patrick here, he comes in with a 3.52 ERA, 3-7 record. Tyone, 4.44 ERA. Coming in, won't rehash those stats too much. I mean, we know the Brewers are, we know where they're at. They're either on a 1-game winning streak or a 2-game losing streak coming into this one. Cubs have won 2 in a row, by the way, coming into the doubleheader here today. So, oh man, just make a call. I'm going to make a call here. You guys tell me what you like, if anything. I don't mind if you were taking off the second game of the doubleheader here, but I want to make a call on something here. Here comes some comments in the chat. Help me out. All right, let's see here. Cash Cane Brewers on the run line here in game number 2. Aubrey says Brewers in game 1, Cubs in game 2. Maybe SF Niner, Brewers in game 2. Pardon me. Brewers in a sweep here for Fernando. Yelich hit a home run in game 2. Jim Duweiger, Cubs game 2. Roberts on the under here in game 2. Probably Jimmy says Brewers to win them both. Cash Cane says, hey, division game. Division game. Nuke says he's going to wait. I wish I could wait here as well. I probably could, but that would take the fun out of the show. All right, SF Niner game 1 on the Cubs here. I got to take the Cubs in game 2 also. I'm maybe just going to take my chances here that they'll win one of them. Can the Cubs really sweep them? I'm taking the Cubs in game 2. I'm on the Cubs in both games. I'm kind of trying to treat them independently, but just kind of rolling with my numbers on this one. I feel bad going against these Brewers right now. And Nuke says if the Brewers win, it'll take the Cubs. PCA home run in game 1 for SF Niner. How about that? All right. Next up, got that Dodgers game right now, taking on the Rockies. For the Dodgers, they're up to a $3 favorite, it feels like right now. And the total, 11 over 15. You know, some of the other books, you can't get it down to 275. But it does feel like the square books are firmly at about $3 with Yamamoto on the mound here. Going up in this one against Freeland. Has been a disaster, certainly, for Freeland this year with some of these numbers. But, hey, you are getting pretty big plus money down here if you like. For Yamamoto here in this one, he comes in right now with strong numbers, 2.84 ERA, 1.08 whip, 2.04 batting average against. He's 10-8. Freeland is 3-12. Colorado's 6-16 with Freeland on the mound, 5.18 ERA coming in, 1.48 whip, 3.02 batting average against, and 3.33 BABIP. Dodgers come in right now off that sweep of the Padres, and they've won 10 straight against Colorado, coming in 7 straight here in Colorado. But hey, Colorado's having the time of their lives with wins in 5 of their last 6 games. Colorado's gone over in 7 of their last 10 at home, but they have also gone under in 5 of their last 7 with that road swing. Colorado's gone over, or under anyway, under in 5 of the last 7 games against the Dodgers, although the Dodgers have gone over in 6 of their last 8. Let's see what you guys have here in this one with the Dodgers on the road. What are you going to do? You almost got to take them, but even the run line price is pretty outrageous. But what can you do? The price is the price, and it's not necessarily wrong, right? Man, -1.5, -185. Can't give that away on the show. That's too easy here. It feels like Dodgers today. I'll just take the over in this one. kind of think that's my premium, but I don't know what we can do with this big price. So I'll just go over with the premium play here. Premium feels like here's SF Niner on the Rockies. Boy, I hope so. This is scary. Dodgers here. Dodgers run line for Trevor, that they can rack up some more wins here. Padres aren't going to win the division the way they played in that series. They weren't ready for prime time, and Manny was a no-show. SF Niners on the Rockies here. 9 Legacy, Texas Rangers money line, and Dodgers minus 2.5. Justin likes Teoscar with an RBI. And Nuke's going to take the Rockies here maybe for, Nuke's pizza's like $50 because I think he eats high roller pizza. Robert's on the over, and SF Niner says Rockies, Angels, Braves on the money line. I had pizza, of course, everyone knows I love pizza, but I had pizza for 2 straight days on Saturday and Sunday. When we had the big, UFC stream there on Saturday. And when I went to go get the pizza, the kid said, "Hey, sorry, man." He was honest. He said, "Sorry, man, I burned your pizza." Well, I felt bad. He made me another one, but I felt bad, So I gave him $10 to give me that burnt pizza. Burnt pizza is pretty good. So I was able to eat that one. Then I ate the other pizza the next day. SF Niner says Rockies, Angels, and Braves on the money line. All right. I'll just take the over. Really wasn't burned. It wasn't burned that bad. Crust was a little tough there. Okay, next up, the Reds are on the road, taking on the Angels here with Brady Singer on the road. And for the Angels here, going to go with Medeiros and the Angel. I think it's Reds just slightly favored here. $1.15, 9.5 under 20. Yeah, Reds are the road favorite. All right. All right, for Victor Medeiros here, so far, I think he's at about 5.5 yards. Let me see if I can get his official numbers here. All right. Medeiros, 1 start, 3 appearances so far. 1.92 batting average against, 222 BABIP, but for the Cuban here, he won't be going too long in this one, I'm sure. For Singer here, 4.31 ERA, 1.3 WHIP, 246 batting average against, a 297 BABIP coming in. For the Reds here, they've beaten the Angels in 8 straight games between the two teams. Angels have won 4 of 6 coming in. Angels have gone over in 8 of their last 9, including 4 of their last 5 at home, but 5 of the last 7 between these two have gone under at Anaheim. Reds come in here having gone under in 7 of their last 9 on the road and 11 of their last 15 games overall coming into this one. Let's see how you have it in the chat here with the Reds. They dominate, like I said, dominate the series between the two. Now, they only play 1 series a year right now for the last couple of years, but they've won 8 straight against them. All right. Hey, there's Frank. He's got the Rockies plus 3 runs today. He says, "Wow, that's crazy." Nuke says, "Hey, if you lose the pizza, you just go to the peanut butter and jelly there." And for me, it's I'm kind of a bologna sandwich person. Jimmy there, he's got the Crustables, very popular. 9 Legacy on the Angels here. Frank says Medeiros ain't going to be too bad here. Angels money line for Jimbo. And Jimmy likes he had the Niners there against the Raiders. I think he's against uh, the Raiders. All right. But hey, I got to make my call in this one between the Reds and the Angels here tonight. Yeah, they obviously have their number here a little bit. I'm going to go over tonight with Cincinnati and the Angels. All right, next up, well, we've come to that moment here in the show where I have to lament the Padres here this weekend, not ready for prime time against the Dodgers. And look, just when I tried to bury my Padres, they came up with a very hot streak here to get all the way to first place. It was a wild run. But now the Padres are going to be at home with Nestor Cortez. They are a big favorite here tonight, like $1.45, and the total 7.5 going up against Robbie Ray. Usually pretty good against the Padres. Robbie Ray, good numbers. I don't know if I could trust Nestor here at $1.45. I'm not sure what the deal is. Yeah, the Padres are on tilt, certainly from a rough weekend. The Giants can't hit. We know that. So maybe the price is appropriate. It's just that Padres have so much trouble with pitchers like Ray. The Rays 9-6 with a 2.98 ERA. For all the Giants' woes here, 4 games under 500. With Ray pitching, they're 17-8. Meanwhile, for Nestor Cortez, 4 starts, 5.71 ERA, 1.5 WHIP, with 233 BABIP, some pretty good numbers, pretty okay numbers there. Giants have lost 7 of their last 8. They've lost 10 of 12 to the Padres. Padres have still won 14 of their last 20. So can they get loose and can they get healthy here against the Giants in this one? Man, these type of lefties give the Padres fits. Let's go to the chat here. Could I really just go? Here's SF Niner likes Sinner and Iga today. Robot Glock. Oh, he's just talking about the line. Reds for Justin. And man, just let Ramon cook. What a great acquisition. The Padres need to play O'Hearn more. I think they might have. They need to make sure O'Hearn finds a way into the lineup sometimes, man. Yep, Jimmy, you're right. Oh, man, hope Abel's not going to come by. Well, I want him to come by, of course, but Robot Glock says, Kelly says San Francisco hates it. Well, yeah. And Jim likes the Giants here. Gosh, this is a great price to take the Giants today, but you know what? Padres, this is a tough price. The Padres better win this game, but man, I'm going to have to take the Giants here with Robbie Ray. Look at some of the, starts that Ray has. Let me rattle these off a little bit with Ray here against the Padres in his recent starts against San Diego. He did get hit pretty hard back 2 weeks ago, or a week ago, right? In the 5-1 loss, gave up 4 runs on 6 hits, but an earlier start he did strike out 9 back in June. Right. Kelly's giving me the business because I'm probably feeling negative about the Padres. SF Niner says Cortez. Robert Glock, San Francisco first 5. Terrell says Padres team total over and 9 legacies on the Padres. And I'm just making it as a price play. I don't know if the Padres, with Cortez, I don't know if we've seen enough out of Cortez yet to think that he's a solution. And again, this Padres lineup rotation was rocked a little bit by the fact that King could only make 1 start. All right. I mean, Ramon was the only guy that really was doing anything. It felt like Friday he hit a bomb. He's the only one that gave the Padres a chance this weekend. All right, Devers over. Devers to strike out. All right, there's one more game in the major leagues, and the show's over. Man, I was hoping we'd have something. Can we come up with something else today? Monday Night Football. I guess that's it. WNBA is off tonight. All right, here we go. We got Guardians and Diamondbacks tonight here in Arizona. Gavin Williams going up against Zach Gallen here. And Diamondbacks, they're a slight favorite here at minus $1.15. Is Gallen indeed the pitcher? Let me look here, make sure. There was some talk here. Yeah, Gallen is in there, right? All right, here we go. Final game here of the night. And you got Williams on the road here for the Guardians. 3.38 ERA, 7-4 record, 215 batting average against, and a 255 BABIP per gallon here, 9-12 record, 5.31 ERA coming in, a 255 batting average against, and a 292 BABIP. For the Guardians here coming into this one, they've lost 4 of their last 5 coming into this one. They've also dropped 5 of their last 6 against Arizona and 5 of the last 6 here in Arizona. Cleveland, though, has won 5 of their last 6 on the road. Arizona's won 4 of their last 6 at home. 6 of the last 9 meetings between the two teams have gone over. Let's see how you have this one in the chat. Oh, over. No, wait. That was the last game. SF Niner said Irish King, San Diego money line back there. Team total over. Oh, no. SF Niner I think he says, yeah, this is this game here. 9 Legacy says Cleveland on the money line. You know what? How come no team is named the Gods? I mean, okay. Robert on the under here. You can just call them the Gods, right? Encompassing all the gods. We don't have to discriminate. Phoenix over 4.5. Team total there tonight. Team means Arizona. We know what you mean, Terrell. All right, I'll make my call on this one with Cleveland and Arizona. Appreciate everyone joining me. Appreciate your patience while I tried to fix things up here with my technical difficulties this morning. Probably should have just dialed it in, but hey, I do like what we've done here with the work today. Appreciate everyone joining me here on the Morning Steam. Get ready for Monday Night Football. How about that? Remember back in the day, they'd play more. When there was 4 preseason games, it did feel like we got more of the Monday night effect here. I'm on the Diamondbacks. I think that's my premium here today, but give me Arizona tonight with Gallen. All right, I guess that's it from the chat. That might do it for the show. Oh, wait. The Bengals are on the road, and hey, they're a road favorite here by 4. Now, am I missing something here with this game with the Bengals on the road favored by 4 against the Commanders? Are the Commanders sitting all their players today? I don't think that was the case. Not the reports didn't say that. And the Bengals, I know we're all hot and bothered because, Joe Burrow's playing in the preseason for once. And look, he's slated to play here, and the starters are set to go. The starters will see a good amount of action here tonight. Maybe a little bit more than the Washington starters, but, the Bengals, Zach Taylor is the worst preseason coach, right? Well, I don't know about the worst, but he's 3-13 straight up in his tenure so far in his sixth season here with the Bengals. 3-13 straight up in the preseason. Now the Commanders with uh, Dan Quinn. I mean, he was never any good either in the preseason. I mean, he's just 7-17, but the Washington Commanders are not exactly sitting their players either. Uh, Jaden Danielson, the starters are expected to play a few series here as well, said Dan Quinn. The Commanders rested their players last week when they lost by 30 points to New England. They're kind of going with tonight here. Yeah, no McLaurin, so, he came off the PUP list. He's not going to play, but I'm just saying, maybe people are thinking about him, and that's why they want to fade this Washington team tonight. So I don't know. Maybe I just don't get it. Maybe I don't understand what's going on here and why the bank. You guys tell me. Look, if I look at it from a preseason perspective here, if they do play some of the starters, I would think that kind of favors Washington Commanders here. So look, I even don't mind their quarterback situation. It'll be Josh Johnson, Sam Hartman. Yeah, Hartman didn't look too good in his preseason opener. He struggled against New England, going 9 of 19 for 64 yards and a pick. But I probably like them better than Jake Browning and Desmond Ridder. And there's talk that even Peyton Thorne might get in there, even with a couple of series from Burrow. So let me know if you're playing the preseason game, but seems kind of weird to me. We've done okay in the preseason. All right, here, let's see. And Kelly says, whenever, well, yeah, you're right, Kelly. Tough with the preseason, but because I want to go over. Over's my place. Just not fading Kelly there, but I like the over here. Bengals for SF9er. Robert likes the under in this one. And Terrell says they're going to get the starters in, but kind of grind it out maybe there. All right, I'm on the over. I probably would have went over as a premium, but it went up to 43 or so from 40. So I missed the boat on that here on the show. But, one of these where we've seen some high scores. Man, this thing opened 39.5. Do you really want to go over? I will. I'll go over as my free play. Man, the show's over here. Bengals first half spread, full game spread for 9 Legacy. Thank you for joining me, everybody, on the show today. Apologize for the delay. I don't even have the Steam play. I hope I didn't miss any news that broke, because we were having some issues and the computers are not quite where I open where I need them to be for the tweet deck and everything. So I hope there weren't any breaking news. Let me go over the top chatters and let's run the contest here for tonight. Really appreciate it. And you can get my best plays over at winnable.com for tonight. Check me out over at Win Club with the guys. And for just 50 cents a day, you can get more content from me. Hopefully I give you a lot of great winners, a lot of good information here in the morning. But you can get more plays from me by subscribing over at winnable.com. Use the promo code STEAM to save 20% off the premium pick package there. And let's hear from Mikey on that.
It's your boy, Mikey Money. I'm inviting you to join the Sports Money crew on Winnable. Get all of our premium best bet selections.
For a low monthly cost, you get the very best bets delivered instantly to your phone by text the moment they're locked in. No delays, no missed lines, just the smartest plays at the best odds.
We do the work, you get the plays sent straight to your phone right when you need them.
Don't wait, don't guess, don't miss the line. Join the winning team today and start cashing tickets with Winnable.
All right, so when you go to winnable.com, it comes up here looking just like this. And you scroll down a little bit and you can subscribe right in there. There's also free picks for free. This is how you can check it out, see how it works. Subscribe there, send you a little, usually get one update a day there with the free picks. And then if you get the premiums, it's usually 1 to 5 picks every day from me, and they come up right on your phone. And it looks pretty simple, pretty easy, comes right up there. Let's see here, there's one we had yesterday, a free pick, Jaguars and Saints game. There to go under. That's how it kind of worked. Look at the reflection there. You can see the morning's team. All right, let's see who's going to win today a free subscription if you'd like. If you do win, you can use the promo code WINNER, and that'll get you right signed up. You don't have to contact me or anything. You can get the start getting them right away by using the promo code WINNER. All right, here we go. Let's run the contest, and then the show's over. Thanks for joining me, everybody. There we go. The 28 of you are entered today, so appreciate the comments in the chat. Kelly, Cash Kane, Jim, Stop Geo, Gorky, Nuke, Robot, Frank, Justin, Sports Money, and it's going to be Will Johnson. Hello, Will. Nice to have you as always. And he got the free subscription. Just go over and get signed up and use the promo code WINNER. That'll get you a free month of the plays. You can check it out just in time here for the kickoff this week of college football. All right, and I'll have some news on that later on. We'll also have later today, like I said, VB MMA picks. So check that out. Check out the 2-3 Zone show with myself, Justin, Ron Crawford, previewing that 5-game card tomorrow as well. It's going to do it for the morning's team. Thank you to the members in the chat here this morning, the All-Star crew. 9 Legacy won today. Bobby Mack, Nuke Worker, Terrell, Twisted, Kelly was in there, Aubrey was in there, SF Niner, Trevor Davis, and Robot Glock. Thanks, you guys. Really appreciate it. Well, we covered what we could here. And let's see what else Kelly says. First half, Cincy. There's Will. He says Bengals money line, Brewers money line. Hope you'll get those picks, Will. And SF Niner says Cincy will get it. Caleb Williams looked good there in that Bears game. And let's see. Kelly says the Bengals didn't look too great there last time out. Hello to Jermaine. He's on Detroit alternate over there with the baseball game. All right, you guys. Thanks a lot. Be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, or sometime after that. And we'll be back, and Mikey will be here today at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific. Then right after will be VB MMA picks. We might have to tape the show while Mikey's on the air. If so, it'll run about probably 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. Trying to see if we could only get the guest at a certain time. So I don't know if we'll be able to run the show live here. But Rocky's ultimate team total over for Jermaine. Thanks you to Robert as always. Appreciate everyone here being patient with me while I got on the air. That's going to do it for the morning steam for the Sports Money Network.
Cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice or might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money.